employees have been diagnosed with mold exposure and sick building syndrome since the county first started renting this place about a year ago.
Everybody's just been sick. Everybody's eyes are red, they're burning, they're lightheaded.
People have trouble breathing, their throats close up.
Yes.
Despite the county's repeated efforts to remediate the mold, to this day, employees are still developing rashes, and all they want is out. Workers' compensation attorney Billy Marie Morrison.
You know, the county admits that there was mold, and they moved the women back in, and now the women are getting notes from their doctors saying, please, do not have this employee go back in because you have a sick building, and the county's saying, no, we don't. And that's not right.
The county says the air in the 1850 East Flamingo building is fine and will no longer accept doctor's notes and move employees. That's despite the fact that OSHA doesn't have an accepted standard for mold.
No one can say that it's safe to be in an environment where that exists.
Our experts tell us that it is safe.
How can they say it's safe if the government says there's no safe standard?
Well, our tests show that what's inside is better in many cases than what you find outside.
In a written statement submitted for this story, Papa says they won't move affected employees because it fragments the office and harms operational efficiency. Because Child Support Administration isn't willing to budge on that, we took employees' concerns to their bosses' bosses.
Because we've accepted the doctor's notes up to a point. We acknowledge that there's a problem. So why not just move people? And so that'll be a question I'll be asking of management next week.
The Greystone building is in Commissioner Chris Giunciliani's district, but its reputation extends beyond district borders.
I would have never moved in there, period. But that's my own personal feelings because I used to work out by there.
Taxpayers shell out more than $1.6 million to lease it each year, more than $3 million a year for both buildings in the complex.
What did you know about this before our investigation?
Nothing. Before you brought it to my attention, I wasn't aware of the situation that existed. I watched your story on it. It's a concern.
Commissioner Steve Sisolak agrees that the simple solution would be to just move the employees that are ill. But he and Commissioner Tom Collins want to take it a step further.
And I suggested we might employ a second air quality expert to come in and verify the findings and have an independent analysis done of this to see, in fact, if they did something wrong or they missed something.
The contractor that's doing remediation is probably needs as much scrutiny as the county's policies on when people are going in and out.
They've highlighted the stacky butchers, just jumps out at you.
We asked independent mold expert Todd Osmondson to review the air quality testing and remediation reports.
There's no indication here that the remediation that they speak of was done correctly. And the fact that you've got airborne contaminants floating around there over a period of time, after this work was done, there's still some issues there.
The county says what they've already done is more than adequate, and air quality in the building has never presented an immediate danger. But that doesn't sit well with commissioners.
It's common sense. You put workers where they have a good work environment. You don't hire somebody that's got allergies to cut alfalfa.
Allergies to mold can increase a person's sensitivity to levels that might otherwise be considered fine.
It's fine for some, but obviously not for others. And therefore, you have to do a recognition of that. That's due diligence. That's making sure you have a safe workplace for your employees. When you have it documented, why would you continue to put people back in there? It puts the county at risk. There's apparently a lawsuit. I can't blame them if that's the case.
The lawsuit, which is still in initial stages, will ultimately cost the taxpayers even more money if the county continues to fight its employees.
At some point, it may infiltrate into the area where our consumers and our customers are coming in. We have an obligation then to protect the public in that way as well.
The child support workers say their fight is far from over. In addition to their brewing lawsuit, their union plans to present a petition and speak out at Tuesday's County Commission meeting. Contact 13 will be there. In the meantime, we've posted the county's entire statement about air quality and why they won't move workers on our website. Just go to ktnv.com and type in the keyword links. Darcy Spears, Channel 13, Action News.
All of the commissioners Darcy spoke with brought up another case from UMC that was settled earlier this month. They say it's an example of what the county might be inviting in this case. That's because the county had to pay out $150,000 to one employee with severe claustrophobia after her supervisors ignored doctor's notes and failed to move her to a larger workspace. We'd like your thoughts on this story. To sound off, write to us at 13investigates@ktnv.com.
Brian is back with us. A lot of people trying to escape the heat this time of